Welcome to part 3 on how to use Google Classroom and creating an assignment with rubrics. I'm going to split this into two separate videos. This first one is going to be how to create the assignment, and then the second one is going to be the rubrics. So when we're creating an assignment, I'm going to go through how to attach a Google Doc, or it could be a Google Sheet or a Google slide with detailed instructions. Also then how to have Google make a copy of that doc or sheet or slide for everyone. The best part about this is it makes a unique copy for every student as soon as the assignment goes live. And it saves them all in one folder. So instead of asking kids to make a copy of a doc and then share it with you, this automatically has them all in a place, which makes later on looking for them and assessing them so much easier. I'm going to show you how to set a due date for the future, also to set a release date or a going live date for the future, how to assign something to multiple classes or only to specific students within a class, and how to reuse an existing assignment. Okay, so I've gone to Google Classroom. I'm going to pick our demonstration class. It doesn't have any students, but that's okay for now. In this demonstration class, I'm going to make an assignment that goes out to the kids. So if I click on classwork here, we have one assignment it's just sitting there. It's not really in a specific unit, so I can drag and drop it into a specific unit. But I'm going to show you how to create one. So if I create an assignment, demo assignment, fill in the Google Doc, then make a video of you talking through your solution. So if I was going to add something, it could be from Google Drive. And if I pick a homework package, unit 0, insert it. The important thing here is we want to change it so it's not just students can view the file, especially if you're doing an assessment and you might have multiple versions. You want it so that they don't know who else is working on the same version that they are. So if you click on this and go to make a copy for each student, this is what then makes a copy for them with the exact same title. I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't see that. The exact same title as over here, except it would say like Sam Penna, Unit 0, Catherine Hancock, Unit 0, Nick Kovacs, Unit 0, and they're all saved in one folder, which makes it so easy for you to look at. So that's how we do that. And you can always add additional ones. So one could be detailed instructions, and one could be what they have to fill in. I'll show you an example of something I did in tech class that did that. Here you're going to say which classes it's for. So say it's going to be for all your grade 9 classes. You could click that. I'm going to unclick it though, so it doesn't actually send it to them. And same with which students you want it to go to. I'll pick another class that has students so you can see that. This amount of points doesn't matter because we're not using it as a mark book, but if you wanted to have it out of 10 just to provide the kids, or out of 5 or out of 2 to give them some feedback, that would be good. For the due date, it's always good to have a due date because if it goes past the due date, it's really easy to mail kids who are late having handed something in. And I'll show you about how that works as well. So if I pick August 17th, end of day, that would be good. I'm going to put it under Intro to Functions. I'm not going to do a rubric right now. If you were doing something where there was more typing, I'm doing math stuff, so not so much typing, you could click on check plagiarism. And if I hit assign now, it's going to go live now. So everyone will be able to see it now. If I'm like, I want to run it over with a colleague, check it over with a colleague, you could hit save draft. Often what I do is I'm going to schedule it. So if it's due Monday at the end of the day, maybe it's going to be scheduled to go live on Monday at the start of the day. And once you hit schedule, everything here gets locked in, including this part here, make a copy for each student. So if you forgot to do this, make a copy for each student before you either assign or schedule it. you're going to have to redo the whole thing, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't take too long. So I'm going to schedule this now. So if we look under Unit 1, this demo assignment that I just made is scheduled for August 17th at 8 o'clock. I'm going to show you in a different class, in the tech class, what it looked like when there was more than one thing for them to do. So wrong place. If I go under classwork, the May assignment, if I want to edit it, here were the instructions here. And we attached two different things. For me, when I used it, each student got a copy. When Mr. Morrison did it, he had it, students can view the file, but either way, it's going to work just fine. Assigning it to multiple kids. So for this one, or checking to see who's been late, right here, if I click on this, I can see that in this class, all these guys turned it in for my class. All of these people are missing. If you want to have something that only goes out to all the people who are missing, if you click here on assigned and then you click on this little thing, it's automatically, which is so nice, takes you to Gmail and says, boom, there's all the names. This is everyone that's late. And you can say, hey guys, you're late handing in your assignment, which is super useful for keeping them on track. The other thing that I can show you here, if I go into edit this assignment, is if I only want to assign this to certain kids or make sure that all of these people don't get it, then it's very easy. You just go under the students and you select who you want it to go to and unselect who you don't want it to go to. And that'd be it. Once you've got that, it tells you how many students it's going to. So if you were going to do, I'm going to show you a different example. In my math class, we did something where we had different versions of an assignment. So our final May assignment had 5 different versions. Yeah, that's right. We made 5 different versions, and it only got assigned to 3 students that I teach. So in this class here, it only got assigned to 3 students, Max, Jack, and Ben. And if you look through all the rest of the different versions, between all 5 of them, those were all the kids in my class. And it's just that they got different versions to try and discourage cheating. So we've talked about how to set the date in the future, the release date, how to assign to multiple classes. Yeah, showed that, specific students. Last thing is how to reuse a specific assignment. So I'm going back to the demonstration class. Under classwork, I click on create and say, I want to reuse a post. Then I could say, here are the most recent ones that I've used in the grade 9 math red, but I could pick from any of my classes at all. So if I was to pick it from grade 11 math functions, I could pick any of these and reuse it, but it will be fresh for the kids it's going to, it'll be fresh for whoever you're co-teaching with, fresh due dates and fresh schedule date. So that's it for how to create an assignment. I hope this helped.